The topic of the master is very topical. It concerns smart grids and distributed generation, especially from the point of view of the modeling and the control. But the obtained skill can also be applied, for instance, to the electromobility sector. And the master lasts 1 year and a half, half time in the classroom and half time in companies. The master has 4 knowledge fields: control engineering, electrical engineering, power electronics, and information and communication technologies. However, these different knowledge fields are mixed according to the subjects. In some subjects, the students work more in, for instance, power electronics and electrical engineering. In others, for instance, they use more information and communication technologies as, for instance, optimization, machine learning, to the field of electrical engineering. I mean that there are some mix between the different knowledge areas, but there are the 4 areas, especially on what the student works in the master.
The master was structured with 8 months of presential classes, of face-to-face classes, and then another 8 months of internships in the companies. So that was a bit of a big change coming from, in my specific case, coming from a lot of years of face-to-face classes in the university, and then going to do an internship in a company. Okay, well, in the case of my promotion, the people coming and studying here in the Faculty of Engineering of Donosti, all of us, when we finish the internships, obtain the opportunity to continue in the same company that we made the internships. So I think that, the one hand, that demonstrates that, well, the fact of being 8 months helps in the company of taking the decision of maintaining us in the company, and also it demonstrates, I think, that the profile that we obtain with this master is something that the industry, and specifically the industry here in the Basque Country, is asking now.
Once the master finished, they could work as a technical designer, as researchers and developers, as a project manager, or as a maintenance manager, for instance, or even as commercial in energy sector, but also in electromobility sector or in the machine tool sector, for instance. The classes are above all given in the Faculty of Engineering of Gipuzkoa in Donostia San Sebastian, but also in Eibar, in the center of Eibar, of the same faculty, but also in the French side of the Basque Country, in Birat, in the Estia Engineering School, that is very near from here, but with another cultural point of view.
Nowadays, and especially in the last years, there is a need for a more clean and an alternative ways of producing energy due to the lack of resources that are scoped for the future. So I think that this master can give several people that knowledge about some of the topics that are being now asked from the industry, and I think that for sure that will be asked in the near future, especially in the electromobility sector and in the renewable energy sector. And in the next years there are going to appear more companies related to these sectors, and there is the need of people with that knowledge and with those skills. So I think that that is one of the main points in favor of this master.